Welcome to my Get Started with Eterna guide. I plan to show you the best way to navigate the Eterna playing field. There are two ways to get started, the Nova Labs website and the Eterna website. I have tried both and feel that the best place to begin is Nova Labs. Their tutorials are an excellent precursor to the tutorials on the Eterna site, and you get an additional 5,000 points and a badge for completing them. So let's take a short tour of the Nova Labs website, and then I'll show you how to transfer to the Eterna website with a pocket full of points. Here we are on the Nova Labs website for the RNA project. I'll put a link in my notes below, or you can do a search on RNA and Nova Labs. On the home page, you can see there are links to a video intro and an About page. You will want to check these out. However, I want to point out a change that Eterna has made since these videos were made. Number 3, on the bottom of the About page, where it states, once on Eterna, earn 5,000 more points and gain entry into the Eterna lab. This is no longer the case. Now there is a progression of 10 levels that have to be completed before you gain access to the lab. And the lab is where all the science takes place. With that said, let's play the game. Select the Play Game button and a registration screen will pop up. You will need to sign in using one of these 3 methods if you want your points to be recorded and transferred to Eterna. I'm going to sign in using my Google account. Okay, just a few more pages to flip through before we're there. The Nova Lab game and the Eterna game both run on a Flash platform, so you will need to allow access for them to run, and if you don't have Flash installed on your computer, you will have to follow the directions to install and enable it. As soon as Flash is ready to run, the game will start to load. Read and then click Next on the welcome screen. This first lesson is about the 4 types of bases, A, G, U, and C. Use the palette at the bottom of the screen to change the colors. Click Next for your first puzzle, which states you must have 4 G's. Hit play. Select the red G from the palette and then click each of the bases on the screen. Yay! Bubbles and spotlights! Those are your reward. On the next game, there are a list of restrictions. In this case, you must have 3 C's and 3 U's and 3 G's. But first, we are shown how to move the puzzle around the screen. Click on the background and move the stem to where you want it. Then read and carry out your mission objectives. Notice how the box in the upper right corner turns green and adds a green check mark when your objective has been met. Continue until all 3 boxes have check marks. Bubbles and spotlight. I'm going to go through one more lesson with you. This one is about base attraction. The U and A bases bond with each other. The G and C bases bond with each other. And the U and G bases bond with each other. Pairs that attract are next to each other on the palette. Here, we need to paint pairs in the given order. Click on the pair palette between the base palette, and starting at the top, paint AU, then GU, then GC. Bubbles and spotlight! Now you're on your own, but remember to take your time. Take plenty of notes and screenshots. Here are a few of the things you will learn throughout the remainder of this Nova Labs tutorial. Have fun and good luck. Now it's time to join Eterna and transfer your 5,000 points and claim your first badge. Click on Join and the registration page will come up. Register on the left side if you are new to Eterna. Use the right side if you have already joined Eterna and want to transfer the points to your existing Eterna account. Use your Eterna username and password, which is likely different from your Nova Labs username and password. If registering for the first time, try to use a short name. It fits better in the chat window. Click Register and agree to the terms. Once you are on the Eterna homepage, you will notice the chat window is white. We'll come back to that in a bit. As a newcomer, this is all you will see on the homepage until you have completed the lab progression. If there is a lab in session, you will see a video link explaining the lab and a countdown to the closing date. Don't worry if there is not a lab in session when you arrive here. There will be plenty to do while you wait for the next one. I want to point out a few things before we start the progression. First, click on your username at the top of the page. This will bring you to your profile page. Here you can personalize your profile, check your ranking, and review the badges you've earned. So far you have earned the Nova Labs badge. Badges are earned with each new achievement. I added a profile picture and a short description, but I can change this by using the Edit File link. Write something about yourself in the profile. I like to know what country people live in. Upload a profile picture. The preferred size is 85 by 85 pixels, but it will automatically resize if you're not exact. At the bottom, add your email address so you will be notified of any new private messages, news, or blog entries. This is particularly useful if you aren't able to check the site for a few days at a time. When done, be sure to click on Save. To see the profiles and rankings of other players, select the Community tab and select Players. The first page will show the rankings for the last 30 days. This is great for new players because you can see how well you are doing against other new players. It's fun to watch yourself climb the leaderboard. To see the overall global rankings, click on the Richest link. You can view profiles by clicking on the player's name. This is also how you can send another player a private message. Be sure to check the profile pages of the top players. Eli Fisker's page is a treasure trove of links and information. And Xana's videos are an absolute must-see. Watch these before and during your progression to the labs. You can also access a player's profile page from the chat window by clicking on their name. Now notice the red number in the newsfeed. This means we have a message waiting. All messages other than chat arrive through the newsfeed. Just click on the newsfeed to read the message. As you can see, resources are locked until you finish the progression, and I'm going to let you explore the wiki and forums under the Communities tab on your own, because I want to get started on the lab progression. I often refer to it as the gauntlet. Enable Flash, and let's get going. Whoa! Back up the bus! Before we enter the gauntlet, let me give you a quick rundown. There are 9 levels, with the 10th level being Lab Access. There are 107 puzzles in all. Many are easy, but there are a few that will challenge even the best of you. If you get stuck, try one or all of these 3 things. Use the puzzle name link to read the comments page. Check the hint bubble, or send a screenshot and a cry for help to chat. Don't do the last one unless you are prepared to wait a while for an answer. Players can go a long time between glances up at the chat window, or leave their keyboards with the puzzle window open. They are not ignoring you. If someone is available to help, you will get the help. Also, take note of the copy and paste tool in the options menu. It's always a good idea to make a copy of your solution to another location, like Notepad, etc. If you lose it for some reason, you can always paste it back in. Along the way, you might have a lucky accident and not really know how you solved a puzzle. You can always review a puzzle by clicking on the big X in the upper right of the pop-out panel. Also, be sure to read the after puzzle lessons on this panel. Okay, let's start the progression. I will walk you through the first few, and then you are on your own. Level 1 appears with a welcome screen, and wouldn't you know it, you don't have a toolbar. Yes, you have to earn them back one at a time. Read the welcome and click Next. Your mission appears in the upper left corner. Make 5 or more blue bases. Click on Next. Then click to mutate 5 of the bases to blue. Bubbles and spotlights again. Now that was easy enough. On level 2, you will be required to make 5 or more G or red bases. Click play. Before hitting the next button, notice you now have an options menu and an undo button on your toolbar. Select the menu and take note of the various options. Click on Settings and check the following items. Show nucleotide numbers. Show nucleotide letters. Use low performance mode if you have a slow computer or internet connection. Display free energy. Highlight restricted sequences. Check in-game chat if you want it. I usually have it on, but will leave it off for this demonstration. I never hide my toolbar, and I can go either way on the freeze button. I don't use it very often. And the sound is up to you or your partner. I keep mine muted. Click Done to set your preferences. Now click Next and click to make the 5 red bases. Ta-da! Bubbles and spotlights! Now on to level 3. Your mission is to have 9 or more AU pairs. Hit play. Read the message boxes and then Next after each one. Click on the highlighted bases 3 times for a total of 9 bases. Champagne bubbles! Level 4. Hit play. You now have a target mode and a natural mode on your toolbar. Click on each to see how they differ and read the messages. In the upper right corner is a shape guide. It will show you what parts of the puzzle are not folding like the target. Click on Next and Next. Click on the target mode to see the desired shape. Add U's in an alternating pattern up the stack. AUs prefer to be in an alternating pattern. Passing this level unlocks your palette. Level 5. Hit play. Note that the locked bases cannot be changed, so you have to select matching bases to go opposite them. The locked yellow A's will only pair with blue U's, and the locked green C's will only pair with red G's. Select the blue U from the palette and place opposite all the locked yellow A's. Then select the red G and place opposite the green C's. I'll leave you on your own from here. Once you have completed all 107 puzzles, you will obtain lab access and will be able to submit real RNA designs to be synthesized. Completing the progression will not only give you lab access, but will also unlock resources and the Mastering Eterna puzzles for your solving entertainment. More about those another day. Good luck, and I can't wait to see you in the lab.